Hello.
Hello there. How is everybody? Hope you're all well. Jamie's not well.
No. No. At the moment, I'm not feeling 100%, but that's okay. And
she's a warrior. She's coping.
Of course.
She's not being a psychopath.
Sometimes I am moaning a bit,
but
that's
Dutch,
allowed.
Zeitwijf means moaning person.
Yeah. So anyway, what today's vlog is about patience and how important that is. And yeah, I had a massive lesson of patience this week. Shall I?
But you have had for the last
few
months, and it came to a head this week, didn't it? Yeah. Please tell us.
Okay. So maybe you have noticed that over the last few weeks I haven't been wearing a lot of makeup because there's a little lump on my eye. Now that started about a couple of months ago and I just left it there. Then I went to the doctors and they said it's a Chazalian.
Sounds like some sort of race of Star Wars people.
It's a cool name.
We need to get to planet Chalazion. The Chalazions.
Chalazion. Yeah. That's
we need to go to planet Chalazion.
Wow. It sounds really cool. But it's been bothering me a lot. And so sometimes I do medical role play. And that's how we met, actually. Mm-hmm. And I was asking all these doctors, so this minor operation, what you have to do to remove this, how does it work? And they were like, well, most of the time they would flip your eyelid open and then cut it out. And I was like, okay. But sometimes they cut it on your eyelid. And I was like, but then I've got scars. And I was being very dramatic. And when there's something, it's really weird, when there's something in my body that I can't control.
Well, I think for anyone, I'm sure a lot of you out there, there's health problems you've had. It's quite scary. Yeah,
and I felt really unsafe in my body and not really, I don't know, I struggled.
Well, because there's nothing you can do, is there? So
no.
you clutch at straws of things that you maybe can do, which is then,
Yeah. So,
Jamie got herself into a bit of a...
I was like, okay, I'm going to have the operation. Right. However, 2 weeks before that, I went to an Ayurvedic doctor, which I don't know if you know what it means, but it's the oldest Hindu way of medicine.
So natural remedies, Jamie, and I was all up for that because, again, I believe that you can heal your body with food, exercise, positivity, and that was something that we were kind of already talking about and thinking about. And I was like, maybe you just want to try another few weeks or a month with this, and then that might make things go away.
Better. But then
Jamie
I
needed
didn't
to
have
the operation.
Yeah, I didn't have patience because I was like, but it's my face, people look at it, and
Which is understandable.
You feel that people are looking at it every time, and then also colleagues of mine, they were making fun of me and in a funny way, but then every time I was like, oh,
but it's
it was difficult. So they meant well. But anyway, so I was like, no, let's just have the operation. But even the night before, I was like, I don't know. Anyway, day of the minor operation, Andrew was so kind to come with me. I was quite nervous. I had a really relaxed journey to the hospital. It was a specialised eye hospital.
Well, I wasn't really going to go and leave her, get her eye sliced open on her own, was I? No, that wouldn't be very nice.
No,
that would
but
be,
it could have been
boyfriend points. Yeah.
But it could have been that you were really busy.
Sure.
But anyway.
But we went along.
We went that way, very early. I love being early. So I got into the hospital. I was like, I've got an appointment. And they said, oh, sorry, miss, you're at the wrong hospital.
Oh, dear.
Well, when they said that, I was in bits. I was crying my eyes out. And I was like, boss, it's very dramatic. But Andrew was there. And he said, Jamie, don't you think this is maybe a sign that you maybe just have a bit more patience and try to heal it on your own?
And I'm sure all of you out there have experienced things like that, maybe not in that sort of way, but where life just keeps teaching you lessons of patience. Because, I mean, it feels like life itself is one big, long lesson in patience.
Yeah.
And it can be frustrating. And you want to push, you want to get through, you want to just be done with the thing that's getting to you, you know,
and that's, when that happened to me, I was like, well, you are right. So I went back to my Ayurvedic doctor, and it was really interesting because she asked me to do a blood test, and she's like, I think it could be something with your cholesterol. And my cholesterol was good, but then the good and bad cholesterol, and it really made sense. And she was like, Jamie, just give it 4 months. Give it 4 months.
Yeah, and when you think about these things logically as well, like the human body can't heal quicker than it, you know, developed an issue. You know, I mean, literally it takes time, and that was something that Jamie was trying to bypass because she was scared and she was feeling insecure, and that's normal.
So now, and by letting that go and allowing that time, I'm like, okay, so I've now got herbs and stuff and all these things that I'm taking, and looking at my diet, because it's also, there was a little thing on my other eye developing, and I was like, well, for now got this eye, you know, it will develop unless I go to the core of the problem. But for that, I need patience, and like Andrew said, you need, this has been my lesson this week, but.
And it's also in those situations where you're trapped and there's nothing else you can do, you just have to be patient. You know, because we can't have everything we want all the time, and certainly not in the time that we want. You know, and often, even for me, I'm writing scripts at the moment, and I've been enjoying that, and it's taken time for me to get them in front of people, and Jamie's kind of been reading them now. I've got them in front of some, you know, important producers who are looking at it seriously. But even then, once I need to be aware that this is a long game. It could be 10 years, even 10, 15 years before these scripts get put on. I think it's going to be sooner than that, but you have to allow yourself to go at the pace that it goes at.
Yeah. Because
you'll only cause yourself more anxiety
and stress.
You'll only work yourself up, and you make it worse. And then when you push things yourself when it's not the right time, it can really just can ruin the integrity of the thing that you're trying to do.
Yeah, and it isn't helpful for your happiness levels at all.
No. So what's the challenge?
So the challenge is, first of all, maybe there's a specific thing that you like after hearing this story. Oh, definitely, I'm very impatient with this. Or maybe there's something, you know, patience, maybe it's not that in front of your face, like, oh.
But maybe it's a person. I mean, we've all got that person in our lives who's just on our case. Whether it's a family member or a friend, and they just don't change and they don't behave the way that you want them to, and maybe you just need to have patience for them to learn a different way, or you know, or patience with them forever because they won't change. And that's a big one, because there's certain people in our life that we can't get rid of, you know, as in, you know, mother, father, brother, sister, extended family, flatmates, whatever.
Exactly.
You know, and you have to just try and find a way to relax into it. Yeah.
So that is the challenge.
Yeah, just discover that this week. What is it that
you could use a bit more patience with?
And give it a day. So in those points when you feel like this is too much, I've had enough, I'm going to change something, just give it one more day.
Or 4 months. Or longer. Or 5 years,
you'll know,
10 years.
You'll know when you've given it enough time, but really just connect with the inside of yourself, I think, to be like, is this something that I maybe need to just give time?
Yeah, and especially in today's world, we have to everything needs to be quick, and now.
We've got to go against that.
Yeah.
Give it some breathing room.
Well, thank you for listening to my story.
Yeah, it was great. And if you have any other things you want us to chat about, let us know in the comments. And yeah, definitely tune in next week for another Sunday vlog.
Have a good day.
Have a good day. Bye.
Bye.